In our last chapter, we followed the cosmic clues that shattered everything we thought we knew about space. We watched Albert Einstein battle his own equations, and Edwin Hubble look through the world's greatest telescope to discover a shocking truth. Our universe is actively stretching. And by rewinding that cosmic movie reel backward through 13.8 billion years of history, we watched every galaxy, star, and atom crush back down into a single, unimaginably hot, infinitely dense point. A singularity. Welcome to Time Zero. To understand what happened at the very birth of our universe, you must first strip away everything you think you know about reality. Forget the stars, forget the planets, forget the concept of empty space itself. Before this moment, there was no where for the universe to exist in, and no when for it to happen. Space and time did not exist yet. Inside this microscopic singularity sits all the energy that will ever form every galaxy, every black hole, and every living soul across the next 13.8 billion years. It is infinitely hot, infinitely dense, and it is about to experience a violent, destabilizing awakening. This is the moment physics breaks, reality begins, and the clock of creation starts ticking. Our journey begins in a realm where human language fails, the Planck Epoch. This is the first unimaginable fraction of a second, specifically 0.42 zeros and a 1. At this scale, the universe is smaller than a single subatomic particle. The temperature is a staggering 10 to the power of 32 degrees. It is so hot and dense that our modern laws of physics completely collapse. The four fundamental forces that govern our universe today, gravity, electromagnetism, and the strong and weak nuclear forces, are melted together into a single, omnipotent superforce. But this perfect cosmic harmony cannot last. As the clock ticks just a fraction forward, gravity splits away from the pack. The grand unity is broken, and this sudden asymmetry triggers a catastrophic cosmic tantrum. At 10 to the power of minus 36 seconds, the universe undergoes a terrifying growth spurt known as cosmic inflation. Driven by a mysterious, repulsive energy, space itself begins expanding faster than the speed of light. Now, you might wonder, how can anything travel faster than light? The answer is that nothing inside space is moving. It is the fabric of space itself that is stretching. In a millionth of a trillionth of a trillionth of a second, the universe expands by a factor of 10 to the 26th power. To put that into perspective, it's an expansion equivalent to taking something the size of a DNA molecule and instantly blowing it up to the size of the entire Milky Way galaxy. This violent stretching smooths out the cosmos, creating the perfectly flat, uniform canvas that will later allow stars and galaxies to form. As inflation grinds to a halt, the universe is left as a hyper-dense, searingly hot ocean of pure radiation. Time is now measured in millionths of a second. Here, energy and matter are completely interchangeable, dancing to the tune of Einstein's famous equation, E equals E minus I squared. Energy is converting directly into physical matter. The cosmos is thick with a primordial soup of quarks, gluons, and leptons, the fundamental building blocks of reality. But it is a violent, volatile nursery. Matter and antimatter particles are being born in equal numbers out of the pure energy, only to immediately collide with each other, annihilating themselves in blinding flashes of light. It is a cosmic war of attrition. For every 1 billion particles of antimatter, there are 1 billion and 1 particles of regular matter. That tiny 1 in a billion excess of matter is the only reason we exist today. Everything else is annihilated back into light. The cosmic clock reaches 1 second. The universe has cooled down to a modest 10 billion degrees, allowing the surviving quarks to finally slow down and bind together. They form the very first protons and neutrons, the heavy particles that live inside the heart of every atom. For the next 3 minutes, the entire universe transforms into a colossal, star-like nuclear fusion reactor. This era is called Big Bang nucleosynthesis. The intense heat and crushing pressure force these newly formed protons and neutrons to smash into one another, fusing together to forge the very first atomic nuclei. The cosmic kitchen is baking the raw elements of reality. By the time the oven cools down and the fusion stops, the universe's chemical composition is locked in. Roughly 75% hydrogen nuclei, 25% helium nuclei, and a trace amount of lithium. This exact elemental ratio is a cosmic fingerprint, one that scientists will use billions of years later to prove that this entire story actually happened. By the end of the first 3 minutes, the grand cosmic forge falls silent. The universe has expanded enough to cool past the point of nuclear fusion. The chaos settles, but a new problem arises. The universe is now a vast, glowing, blindingly thick fog. Even though the cosmos is filled with light, it is completely opaque. Because the temperature is still too hot for electrons to settle down and join the atomic nuclei, millions of free-floating electrons are buzzing around the plasma. Whenever a photon of light tries to travel through space, it instantly smashes into a free electron and ricochets wildly. Light is trapped in an endless cosmic pinball machine. The universe is a brilliant, glowing white-hot soup, but no light can travel across it. It is a dark age of a completely different kind. How did the lights finally turn on? In Part 3, we will witness the moment the universe finally cooled enough to clear this blinding fog, releasing the first free light into the void. We will discover the bizarre story of 2 scientists who accidentally heard the echo of this creation light using an antenna covered in pigeon droppings, and explore the chilling final fate of our expanding cosmos. Click on Part 3 now to see the ultimate proof of how it all ends.